Hey, everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? All right. So I just wanted to come on and I wanted to make sure I told you guys something this week. I have some family things going on with my dog. We are trying to keep her alive. And so pray for Lily. You know, I'm going to do a t-shirt. Pray for Lily, hashtag pray for Lily. Yeah, so she's just a wonderful dog. She's been like our, I always said we have gnats also, so that's another thing going on here. It's summertime in Atlanta. So she has not been well. We've been working, trying to figure it out for over it's been almost 2 weeks, trying to figure out what's wrong with her. She's not breathing very well. It's getting worse and worse. So I have been too busy to do the things that I really usually do, including my video here. So I'm doing something live and quick right now, and I'm going to probably be doing lives a little bit for the next few weeks because of all that I have going on. So I hope that you guys love lives. I will probably give you the time that I'm going to come so that you can be here when I'm here. And let's just do some lives for a little bit, just for a while, so that I can kind of get my bearings because of this serious thing that I'm dealing with at home with my wonderful Lily that I love so much. Anyway, I wanted to get on quickly and I wanted to just give you some updates because I said we were going to start looking into being more healthy, more fit, and thinking about our health, our fitness, and our hair and all that stuff. So let me just go down the line of all the things that I'm going to be updating you on. So if you're not available at this time of night, I'm on here at 10 o'clock at night. Some of you are probably already in bed. I'm going to just go ahead and go through it, and then you can always come back later. I'm going to answer some questions, too. I think there are some questions. I don't think I have it on me. I'll put that in the description. But there's some questions about, well, one girl said that she's taking the sock out for the first time. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. And so she said, thank you for the tips for the reusing the crochet. So you're welcome to you. Welcome to you. And somebody else, let me see. Somebody else said something else. I don't have my phone in front of me, but I'll definitely answer the questions in the description, or I'll go back to your comments and answer them. But I'm still doing okay with my saga crochet. I obviously got so busy with life that I haven't really gone crazy with trying to keep it. I'm working out every day. I haven't done my hack a whole lot right up in here like I normally do. And if you look at my video, I'll definitely put that in the description or at the end so that you know my hair hack for human hair crochet. I think my hair is doing fine underneath. I'm feeling good about my hair. I've been trying to keep the knots out of here. This has been shedding a lot, but it still looks full, as you can see. Still looks full, but it's been shedding. This is the middle of the month that I've had this in for I think it's probably been 2 weeks. So I'm still loving it. It's still fine. I don't do a whole lot of stuff anyway, but I'm just feeling really good. I'm enjoying summer with this hair. So that's fun. What else? So hair is great. I'm loving my hair. I've been moisturizing it. I finally found my favorite shampoos and all that, J.O.Y. So I'll definitely be going over that. So there's the hair and the beauty. Well, today I was out getting vitamins and a young girl said to me, I just have to tell you, you just have the most beautiful complexion, beautiful skin. And I thought, wow. Now I do get compliments here and there, and I'm really grateful to the Lord for all my compliments. But I just feel like coming from like a young girl, I just thought, young woman, I should say, I was just so impressed with how I'm keeping myself up, even for a younger person who's looking at me. So then I asked her, how old do you think I am? And I told her my age, and she just was really surprised. So, and she has great skin too, this girl, a beautiful skin, young woman. So, but I just wanted to tell you that in terms of beauty, I'm really blessed to still look very young for my age. If you don't know, I'm 50. I just turned 50 in October. So, and I'm really blessed to still have that youth and all that. And my skin complexion, all the stuff that I'm using on my skin and trying to be healthy with the way I'm eating. So when I was there getting all my vitamins, I shared with her some of the things that I take. And she was actually showing me some things that I don't know about. Ashwagandha, I didn't know much about that one, and I've been hearing a lot about it. She was helping me understand that. I was telling her a lot about the vitamins I take that help me stay and look healthy. And I've gone through them with you already, but I needed, this is my little basket of stuff. I needed vitamin C, MSM, and my MCTs for MCT, like coconut oil, you know, for the brain. So the brain stuff. So MSM and vitamin C and the MCT oil, that is what I use for brain health. It's also good for your gut and it's great for your skin in MSM. So I haven't had MSM in a while. So I guess the skin is something else I'm doing because I've been out of my MSM for some weeks now. So I think it's a combination of a lot. I have been in the sun a little more because I've been doing a lot. And that's my next thing I'll talk about with fitness and health. If you want to see my MCT and stuff, I can bring that over in a minute. But I need to actually do a video where I really go into depth with all my vitamins. I did show you them, but I'd love to do another one, an update, telling you what I use them for and how, see, the things that I use have a lot of things that are good about them for different reasons, like flaxseed oil and all this, but I have to explain to you what I use them for. And maybe I'll do a whole series where I really get into depth on the ones that I use for beauty and gut health or brain health or whatever. I'll use each video will be about each thing because we're going into healthy stuff here, inside out health. And all the things I use, I started off learning about a lot of them from looking at how to grow your hair. And then I would learn some other stuff about brain health. And then I learned about gut health. And then I noticed that there's one superfood that would cover all of them, like MSM, and black seed oil, and it's covering literally hair growth, gut health, brain health, all of that. So that's what I use. I use things that have all of those involved. And then, of course, I do things that, you know, you should be adding to your body when you start getting older anyway. And I'd like to talk to you more about how maca is good for the hormone balance, but it's also good for your libido. So I want to get into a lot more of all of the things that I take. So I'm going to get into more depth with that. So when I hear a compliment that my skin looks beautiful, I know it's a combination of a lot of things: my diet, my vitamins and minerals, my, you know, I've had a much better sleeping habits. I've changed my time of when I go to bed and when I wake up, and I'm really staying on top of that. So I'm trying to keep that good. I've corrected some things that are going through my voice and with my nose that it's helped me sleep better as well. You know, I'm just trying to keep the balance going on. Big word here is balance. So that's one of the things, the beauty, in terms of the way that I take care of my skin or makeup. I still keep it simple, sweetie. I always just put on my Mary Kay foundation, lip gloss from Mary Kay, and mascara and all that. Very simple. I use my daughter's lip gloss sometimes, Mariana Beauty. I use that. And that's just kind of what I do for looking good. So I have my protective styling of my crochet, and I just do those simple things for makeup. Not very much. Lately, I haven't even been wearing my nails. I feel like I've been so focused on my career, my acting, dancing, and fitness career, and that the stuff that's going on at home with my animal. And so I've never been that person that's like, oh, the dog's everything. But I now understand why dogs are important, because they can actually they have so much about them that's similar to humans in terms of their personality. But with this particular dog, she's been like a therapy dog. I always said she could have been a therapy dog. And then every time I say it, I catch myself and I say she was our therapy dog. When my children's father passed away, she came in our lives. We also had our cat Scamper, and then she came, and she's been here for all the hard times and the good times and all of it, making it through all that. So she's been our therapy dog, and that's why she means so much more to us than just having this dog. And she's always been protective, and she's just wonderful. So pray for Lily, and I hope she gets better, because she was having some serious problems breathing, and it's actually very serious, but it's fixable. But I don't know if we are going to have the wherewithal to be able to do it. So I may do a GoFundMe or something, who knows. But anyway, but pray for Lily. So anyway, so because of that, I usually wear long nails. I wear the press-on nails, and I've been keeping up with them. Every week I do them in there. Lastly, if you want to for me to share a video, I got that from another YouTuber, where I got the nails and how she does them and everything. So I could do a whole thing letting you know what I do with my nails. But lately, I've just never in my life have I done this since I was 12. But lately, I've just been like living with no nails. And okay, so that's that. For the fitness, I've been working out every day except Sunday, and I actually dance, stretch, and do my fitness stuff outside. I find a spot in the park, on the field, in the park, at the pool area, in the pool, walking anywhere I can. But I've been bringing up my workouts a lot more. I do my own dance classes, Soccer Core Fit. You can go onto bellydancefit.com and go onto the page that says Soccer Core Fit, and you can take my classes online and you'll know what it is. And I just have been upping my game so you can see muscles again. And I've been feeling really good about my fitness. My thighs are looking better, and my legs are looking better. Edit that out. It's really cute though, right? Anyway, so I'm feeling much better with my abs, feeling much better with my legs and everything that I'm doing. And this is just in like month's time. It's been a whole month that I've been busting it all of, I think it was like half of May and half of June. So it's been a good month of just busting it, just to get my body back to the way it's always been. I'm getting there and I'm just letting that go. So I would encourage you, if you're like me, where you have big muscles. I have big muscles. The Lord, I prayed about it, and the Lord was revealing that to me. And with COVID, I was in a sedentary state for me. Even though we were out walking in the park and trying to do things, it wasn't enough for my body. So you really need to know your body and know what you need. So dieting, eating well, that didn't really work for me. I needed to add a really high level, like athlete level workout in order to get my body to the way it's even close to what it used to be. And being a professional dancer and a performer and actress and everything, I really need to stay healthy and keep my body right and take the vitamins, work out, do all the things I need to do to keep myself healthy. So I just did a video on my main channel explaining how you need to get over embarrassment if you're going to work out outside, if you're not going to go back to the gym yet and you're not ready for the gym or whatever, because I now am loving being outside. And I think that's part of why my skin is looking even tone like this, because I've been allowing the sun, the vitamin D. We've been inside so much that I want that vitamin D, and so I think it's giving me nice even tone now, where you know what I mean? It just keeps your skin looking nice and even tone. And I get really, really dark sometimes, and then it starts getting lighter, and then I'll get in the sun again. And so I'm trying to let the sun touch my skin more for that. I haven't had my alkaline water in a while, but I would definitely encourage you to have alkaline water. Make sure you bring up your alkaline levels. We can talk more about that. So I'm going to go back in this video and look at all the things I talked about and maybe make videos about it. So, because this is not just hair, but it's also health and beauty. So I want to, give you some of that. So so that's fitness I talked about. So if you want to start something with me, you can always go to my main channel and do my Belly Dance Fit on Tuesdays. You can go on to bellydancefit.com and go and do the Soccer Core Fit online. And you can also just email me or send me a message here, patricedevans1@gmail.com, or in the description. And I can bring some things here that might be light and fun, but most of my stuff's on my main channel. But I'm really focused on that right now, and I want to encourage you to be focused on it. And dancing and moving and being fit stimulates the blood in your body, and it actually helps grow your hair. So, the inversion method is one way to do it, where you put your head over. But if you stay fit and you're working out, moving, and getting the blood circulating, and I always do cartwheels because it's part of me just kind of like getting the blood, getting up. It's good to be upside down once in a while, but be careful. If you have any issues with blood, or if you're pregnant or anything like that, just look up that. Make sure that anything that I've said here, make sure that your doctor approves of it. And because I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, I'm just here sharing what works for me. So I just want to make sure that I have not held back any of the things that I've been doing to get myself back on track, body, mind, and spirit, and my beauty and my health and my fitness and everything. I'm loving my protective styling because it's making life so easy. This time around, I do comb through the knots a lot more, and I'm actually thinning out. It doesn't look like it's thinning out, but every day I get shedding. It sheds a lot now. Now that I've cut out those thick knots, it actually did something, and now my hair is shedding regularly a lot. Like today, I threw out like a whole handful, but now I have to comb it, or it's going to get so knotty. It's a catch-22 now that it's shedding, but if I don't comb it, I'm gonna have that knot again. It's gonna be worse. So it's like this whole thing. But as long as it's looking good, that's all that matters right now. And with all that I have going on, like I said, I'm so grateful that my hair is on. Hi, sweetheart, how are you? So I'm gonna have to redo this video because I have to edit something out of it. I pulled my shirt up too high. Anyway, hi, what you doing up this late? Anyway, I'm going to redo this. I'm going to edit it. Hopefully they let me edit this and bring it up. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know all of this. You're just coming at the end, but I'm going to repost it so that you can see the rest of it. Love you, girl. Love you, love you, love you. Just want to give you some updates of what I've been doing for my health and beauty and all that stuff. You're waiting for me? Aw. Well, I just been, but I told you before, I've been busy with the dog, and we're still waiting to pick her up actually right now. Yes, it is late. It's very late. So I've had this whole thing going on with the dog, Lily, and it's just really been taking up so much time and energy for me to keep her alive right now. And so she's actually at the emergency room, and they're trying to get her to breathe better. So I'm waiting for that. I'm up late. This is my first time back in the house to be able to do anything. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of lives in the next few weeks just to get myself back on track because there's so much going on right now. But I still want to be in front of y'all and give y'all, what I promised, which is I want to talk about moving forward with fitness. So now the last thing, I was going to talk about health, fitness, beauty, and hair and all that. Health in terms of the food. I want to talk about that. I've really been trying to do this keto. I've been really working hard at the keto. But like I said before, my true thing that's for my body that's working is, yes, I've done that. I'm doing the keto where I'm trying to stay under 50 carbs a day. And I'm learning now what carbs are and what isn't a carb and how to read the back and all that stuff, making sure I'm doing it. So the safe way that I've done it, what I can share with you is that I'm filling my plate with just protein and vegetable. If you basically fill your plate with protein and vegetable for the most part, you're going to have cravings for an icy. You're going to have cravings for a piece of chocolate. I think I've said this before, maybe on the other channel. So there you have room to have those carbs. So it's still under your 50 grams of carbohydrates. And you subtract the fiber from the carbs is what I was learning from my friend Camille. So for one day, you want to stay under that, and you want to work out and drink a lot of water and do all those healthy things that we said before. And then when you work out, you're going to get more out of it, and you're going to reach your plateaus more and, get fit, be more, feel like your body's more fit. I'm in a new place in my body because of being sedentary for over a year with COVID. Even though I was working out, for me, it wasn't enough. Like my soccer classes on Tuesday, all those things. That's just not enough for me. I need every day moving, getting out of the house, doing things. I need to work out on a high level like an athlete. Then I see a difference. So if you're like me, and a lot of women of color probably have big muscles that can easily turn to fat, you probably need to be upping your game with your workouts, really burning it. Act like a personal trainer is like screaming at you or something. Go further, go more, do more days. You know what I mean? You're going to have to burn more, but I'm not talking just cardio. Talking about some kind of strength training and it doesn't have to be with weights. I can do a whole video on an alternative to using actual weights for strength training. I can totally tell you that, talk to you more about that, because I was a personal trainer, and that's kind of how I helped my clients get their goals without the heavy, crazy lifting and stuff. There are ways of doing it with no equipment. So I do things with no equipment. And I'm finally getting my arm muscles. I've always had muscles in my arms, and I'm finally getting them back, So there's so many tricks and hacks on how to build muscle, which when you build muscle, you burn fat at rest. So right now while I'm sitting, I'm burning fat if I built muscles, right? And you got to learn your body frame and all that. So, and you can't spot reduce. So you can't just take off this fat here by doing arm things. You have to actually lose fat all over your entire body and then lean up that way and then build the muscle on top. So for me, I'm in an unusual time. I'm getting older. I just came out of COVID. I've never actually gained that much weight. It's just a time that's unusual for me. So I'm just busting it and just trying to burn and work out as much as I can every day, except one day off, and trying to eat better until I figure out what's going on with my body, because it's so different. I've never had to work hard to lose weight, but this has been the hardest thing. So now I'm finally back to feeling more myself, but I'm still wanting to still learn about my new body at this age, at this time, coming out of this situation. So the best thing to do is strip yourself down to your healthiest self and then build yourself back up and find out, okay, what's going on with my body? Like women's bodies change. We change monthly. We change in terms of seasons in our lives. when the hormones will do different things. You know what I mean? There's so much going on with women that you really have to let your body be what it is, but just up your game so that you can keep yourself as healthy as you can be is what I'm doing. Because this never was hard for me. And now it's becoming a thing where I got to work harder. And I think what I'm making up for is the fact that we're sedentary. Like I'm not having to go anywhere as much as I used to. So even the busier parts of my life now that things are opening up, they're all Zoom, and it's still not me getting up, getting in the car, driving, going someplace, going this place. Like I usually had a busy every day going around. Today it was a busy day. So I had that plus working out, plus, you know what I mean? So now I have to make up for not going anywhere in my workouts. And you might have to do the same. So that means you have to up your workouts to make up for the fact that you're not leaving the house as much to go do a lot of things. And if you were at work, you'd probably be moving around maybe a little more than you would at home. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So you have to make up for this new life and this new season with so many changes that you're probably wondering, why am I having a harder time? You know, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm like, it was never this hard. What happened? Why can't I get this little right here off? What's up with this right here? You know, back fat and all that stuff. So now I learned I have to just bust it and just work really hard. So if you're anything like me, go ahead and do that. Get your vitamins in, drink a lot of water. Make sure you're getting the right vitamins in your system. If you need iron, find out about that, because then you have the energy. And I'd like to go down the line of all the things I do. Back to the food. So I make sure it's vegetable. And this is what I mean. Cauliflower rice. I talked about that in the other. Cauliflower rice can take the place of rice and really taste like it. And that's how I get around potatoes and rice and all the carbs that we're so used to and think are healthy. I used to make meals with the red bliss potatoes, and they were so delicious, but that was carb. You know what I mean? And things like that, just white rice. Even if I did a portion, my body doesn't seem to process it the same anymore. I don't know if it's the sedentariness. I don't know if it's getting older. I don't know what it is, but my body is just not allowing me, like we used to say, it's not letting me win. You know, it's just not letting me get to that. I could be doing everything right, but if I don't get this carb thing right, and sugar, it just sabotages everything I'm doing. And then you get addicted to it. So when you're doing this keto thing, at one point you lose the taste for these sugars and carbs. You literally are enjoying yourself. Now, this is my little tip that I'm going to leave you with, is when I was doing pescatarian all of 2020. The Lord was like leading me to just stay away from, you know, meats. But then it was more, he was saying red meats. And I never really ate that throughout my life anyway. That's one of my secrets to looking young and feeling young, is that I never was a big red meat eater, especially pork. I didn't eat pork, but I allowed myself to have chicken. So last year I stopped eating chicken. It was all fish and shrimp and seafood. This year I decided to bring back in the chicken a little more. I did a little bit last year, but so I'm a pescapultritarian. So I only have the chicken and the seafood and fish as my meat. But now I allow the chicken because I need substance if I'm not going to have the carbs. So what I do is I'll just have the chicken and shrimp, and I'll have this big bowl of salad with, I was into kale, just the kale, and it's so delicious with some raspberry raisins. They're delicious. And I make this oil and vinegar with it. Fish and shrimp only here. Wow, we have a lot in common, girl. That's what I've always done. But I added the chicken because if I'm not going to have my carbs that give me that full feeling, then I had to have something give me the full feeling. So I have this blend of sometimes just shrimp, sometimes it's just salmon, sometimes just fish. But if I really want to feel satisfied, I get a chicken in there, little chunks of chicken breast, and I season it really well. Seasoning is a key too, but be careful with the wrong seasonings because you don't want MSG in there. And you also don't want things with too much sugar. You don't want barbecue with sugar in it. That's sugar. You got to look at the carbs and all that, some seasonings, you know? So just plain old pepper, Himalayan salt or sea salt, not too much because that holds water. You can get some garlic. I always have minced garlic, guys. Minced garlic, it reduces your chances of having cancer. Garlic is so good for you. So I always have garlic in all that I do. I got that from my late Italian husband. He always put garlic in everything. So I got used to that. So garlic is big. You can sneak in a lot of healthy things in your foods. I used to make my fish with turmeric because turmeric is so good. You could just mix that in. If you're the only one eating it and you can handle the taste of it, you can sneak in healthy herbs in there in your foods. And it's like taking the vitamin. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take a turmeric vitamin, supplement. I'll put it in my food, things like that, So those are ways of getting it in your food. So I would have shrimp and chicken in this big bowl of spinach. And then I cut up some peppers and put my oil and vinegar. And I'll tell you about my whole salad. It is so filling. And I actually started to have cravings for it. And I don't crave the wrong things anymore because it's filling. And that protein gives me muscle and I'm busting it. So it's kind of keeping me going right now. So if that tip helps you, I hope if you want to give it a carbs and sugar, bring in the chicken if you're eating chicken, or a lot of fish, a lot of fish. Yep. See, we have a lot in common. No wonder you love me. I love you too because we like a lot of the same things. I used to make a turkey chili and turmeric was my secret ingredient. But because I stopped eating the chicken and the turkey all of last year, I haven't brought it back. But I'm letting myself get that chicken because it's the less of the evils when I'm trying to satisfy the cravings. It's like, okay, I'm going to have some chicken because I have to feel full, or I'm going to feel like I'm on this strict diet and then I'm going to be dying for the food and then I'm going to be worse. You know what I mean? So you got to get your brain, got to give yourself something, And then we have these ices. They're all natural, but they're delicious. That's where I can, decide on what's going to be a 50% carb. If you're going down to 30%, whatever it is, already plan what your carb intake is going to be for the day. Okay. So I came up with this saying called meal planning. So it's like you're planning your carbs for the day, planning it. You actually know the number of carbs. It's already put aside in a little container, all the carbs you're going to have for the day. So nothing you have all day can have it because you already made up for your carbs. Now, I would shave off like 10 or 15 and make it like 35% of snacks that are carbs, so that just in case some of the things you're eating throughout the day have a little bit of carbs in it, that you'll be still at your 50%, if that makes sense, 50 grams of carbs. So I'm trying to just give you something to keep you going on beauty, health, and all of that, so that we can kind of get back on track with our beauty and stuff on these lives. So just expect a lot of lives from me for the foreseeable future, because the Lord is blessing me with so much new things in my life in terms of my career. Pray for me and my acting career and everything. But he's also giving me some changes with my dog. And I don't know if this is going to be a season where I'm going to have to say goodbye after 12 years. And she's just so amazing. So I'm going to do something for her, like a tribute to her while she's alive. And hopefully she'll be alive for a few more years with us, because she's just been a blessing, and just a blessing to my family. When the kid's father passed away, she was just such a blessing. She's just so sweet. Anyway, I hope I gave you all that you can use to get you going. And I'm still doing videos on my main channel too. And this is the theme that we're going in. And if you have any advice, Catherine, since you're doing the same things already, you're already into fitness and all that, anything you want to share, definitely in the description. If I have to re-upload this, because I have to edit that piece out when I pull my shirt up, then go ahead and go in the description and share any advice you want to give people. Do you feel like you're healthy, or are people telling you your skin looks good because you only eat fish and shrimp? I was told, Catherine, by the way, that if you do a cheat day, I do cheat days, by the way, y'all. Okay, so I do have my cheat days where I'm eating something different. All of last year, we did fake meat. We did Impossible Burger, things like that. So, but I stopped that for a little bit because I saw a lot of carbs in that. So I started pulling away. You still need my help. Okay, so that's fine, girl. That's fine. But I'm back to letting that be like my cheat day. So I'll have like an Impossible Burger, and I'll let myself have the bun. And you know what I mean? On Fridays, we have Chinese night, So even though I love Chinese, I can actually have a keto Chinese night, because I could do teriyaki sauce on my shrimp and chicken and my cauliflower. And that's like Chinese, right? And I eat it with a chopstick. So I got Chinese night, and I didn't ruin, that wasn't my cheat night. I still can have a cheat night on Saturday. And so I said to the family, I was like, listen, we're not going to McDonald's, but why don't we make it at home? I'm always coming up with ideas. It's so much fun. My son's become this good cook after 2020. He's just this amazing cook. He just whips up a storm up in there like his dad used to cook. And I cook too. I cook a lot of good meals. So we do the Impossible Burger, some potato bread. We like the potato bread, the Dutch bread. And then I had sweet potato fries, and my son had regular fries. And then we just have our drinks or something that's not too crazy, but we know it's going to have some carbs in it. We'll allow ourselves to have that meal. And sometimes I'm noticing that the weekend's hard to have like one. So like after church, you might have a little bit of something else, but then I have to bust it on Monday. You know what I mean? And get everything back on track. But what I want to tell you, Catherine, is that I found out when I studied and looked into keto that if you come off of a cheat day, that if you do a salad with a lot of shrimp, that could get your body back into ketosis, go back to the way you were before. And the goal is that you don't want to crave carbs and sugar. And if you get so used to this with vegetables and everything, and I do have fruit, like when I'm working out in the morning, I'll have my water with me. I'll get myself some tangerines. They like tangerines and oranges mixed together. I think they're called mandarins. They're so tasty, and they give me that sweetness that I need. I love Honey Crisp apples. Those are the only fruits that I have, because that also has natural sugar, but it's still sugar. So we just got to balance it all out. So let me go get Lily, and I love you guys so much. Keep me in your prayers. I'll be keeping you in your prayers. If you have any questions, definitely email me. And I love you all so much. I didn't know I was going to go 30 minutes. But when Kathy's here, I like to hang out with you. So hopefully we could do some kind of Zoom one day, right? And dance together or something like that. Thank you for coming on so late at night. I didn't expect anyone to come on. I was just going to do this and upload it. So if you like lives, then get used to it, because I'm going to be doing this for a little bit. Do you like lives, Catherine? Love you too. If you like them, then get used to it, because I'm going to have to do them to catch up with a lot of things, because I have so much going on in my personal life, and I love lives anyway. So if we could talk, and then I can see what you're doing. So listen, guys, if I could give you homework, because I'm a teacher, you know that. The homework is great. Look back at this video and see how many things you could do on your own. Just tackle 2 things and see what it does for you for the next week or so. And let's talk about more of this next week. I'll always talk about the hair too. But while it's in, there's not much more to talk about, right? So let's talk about the beauty and health and all that. Okay. And one of the things that I want you to do for the hair is, if you get your blood circulating, work out so that you can get the blood circulating in your hair, and start thinking about, look into the MSM and vitamin C, because that's supposed to be helping with the hair as well. So, pick 2 things that I talked about, see what you think of it, see if it works for you. Consult your doctor. Don't do anything I say unless you've consulted your doctor and if it works well for your body. And then give yourself a week or so and let me know how it works for you. Okay? All right. And I want to do a vlog soon once everything settles down on showing you how I make my meals, and, show you how I prepare them, to give you some meals that are really good for, the keto diet. Okay? And anything you want to share with me, email me and let me know, and I will try and bring it here. I'm talking about very similar things in my other channel, but of course, they're going to be geared towards what we talk about there. This is geared towards hair and beauty. So it's similar mindset, because I want to get into this, getting ourselves back together after 2020. So this is what my hair looks like. I won't pull up my shirt too high this time. This is what I'm looking like. I'm getting my thighs back. I can't believe it. This is what I'm looking like. And this is what my abs are looking like. Finally getting them back. I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. So I'm really excited. I'm going to probably do, okay, great. I'm probably going to do an updated how I look 20 at 50. But first, I got to make sure I look 20 at 50. Because I did that in October, and everybody just loving. Thank you. They were just loving the videos and everything. And I'm like, man, can I still do how I look 20 at 50? Y'all let me know. I'll say 25. Maybe I'll say 27 or something. But 20 sounds catchy, so I'll let them just say, you don't look 20. No, but when I looked at the video, some of the comments, they say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you look 20. So I'm going to make sure first I look 20, and then I'm going to do an updated video on that. I'll do one for each channel, but focused on what we focus on in each channel. And that is going to be so what I do is, I feel like, because I've lived this long and I have these words of wisdom for health and beauty, I want to put it out there for younger women and for women that are older or my age, because obviously something's working, and I want to get it out there to be like, yes, drinking the water, exercising, having good attitude, all those things really do work. And so I want to do an updated version on how I'm doing based on the video I had already done. So let me get going. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I want to see your pictures. You guys can email me your pictures to see how you're doing as well. Mwah. I love you guys so, so much. Pray for me and my family and pray for Lily. Okay. I love you, Catherine. Love you guys. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to keep on bringing you as much as I can. Okay. All right. Definitely email me if you want something in particular that, you know. All right. And I'm just going to let you know now, I am planning to put more classes on Soccer Core Fit. I'm just trying to get the studios together. Okay. So bear with me. I hope it's still good for you. I hope you're still enjoying those classes. All right. Love you guys. Bye.